Hey, it's me again. Sorry I got interrupted in the middle of filming, and then I had clients and things. So now it's actually the next day, tomorrow. So I'm going to try to finish this now real quick. So the last thing I was talking about was how important it is to use sunscreen for anti-aging. You know, we want all of these heavy duty fixes, but really the most bang for the buck, the biggest difference in your skin is going to come from daily use of sunscreen. Now that means that every single day you have to have it on your skin. Not just the days you're going to be out at the beach, you're going to be outside, every single day. Because dermatologists will tell you they see more skin cancers on the left side of the face from driving, unless of course you live in a country where you sit on the right side. Anyhow, we are getting quite a bit of sun exposure through the car, and the UVA rays are not diminished by windows or tinting and all that. So you have to use sunscreen every single solitary day. And the nice thing is, if you do happen to end up outside, let's say you end up going out to lunch and you're sitting outdoors on the patio because it's a beautiful day, it's say 50 degrees out, but it's gorgeous and sunny out, and you want to sit out there, well, guess what? You're not going to get damaged because you're going to have your sunscreen on every single day. And in order to do this, I recommend having it in your moisturizer. A lot of you will tell me that you have it in your makeup, particularly mineral makeups, but that really should not be your form of SPF, because we don't wear it as thickly as they test it. So I like to think of the makeup as bonus SPF. Do not count on that, though. I'd rather that you used it in your moisturizer. And the reason I like it to be in the moisturizer is because I'm all about keeping it simple and make sure it's something we don't have to remember an extra step to do. So, you know, you're going to put moisturizer on your skin, most of you, every morning. So just have it mixed in the two. The one I like, and I'm going to show you, you hear me talk a lot about osmosis skincare. And I just want to tell you, one of the reasons that I talk about them is, as an esthetician, I do have the privilege of trying all kinds of different products, different names, different physician formulated products. And so, you know, for me, I pick and choose what works best. I like to look at different criteria, such as, is there a lot of hype and marketing and a big expense that's not really warranted? I see that a lot. There are some big name products out there that are really expensive, and they shouldn't be. And I won't carry those or use those. And then there are products on the market that don't do anything, but they've got a nice name. A lot of your department store products, they kind of cater to a demographic of people expecting kind of luxurious products. They have ingredients that are there specifically for the luxury feel. The Osmosis skincare line that I use is not one of those types. The packaging is not, they don't put a ton of money in the packaging, and the products, every ingredient in the product is there for a reason. There are a lot of fillers that other companies use to make a product go on feeling particularly silky and high-end. Doesn't do anything for your skin, and in many cases it's not good for your skin, but they do it because people will buy those products because they feel so luxurious. Osmosis does not do that. This is a physician-formulated line that is used in a lot of med-spas. Some dermatologists, it's the line that this doctor, Dr. Ben Johnson, the line that he formulated prior to this one was called Cosmetics, and it is in quite a few dermatology offices, and little by little we're all switching over to this one because it's kind of the new and improved version. And what I particularly like is that he was able to make most of these products really affordable because he deals directly with a lab. There's no middlemen and all that. So that's kind of a brief explanation of why I use Osmosis. I do use some other brands in my practice. I use Face Reality Skincare for some of my acne clients, and I use Vivant Pharmaceuticals also for some of the acne products and some of the anti-aging products. But overall, what line I mostly use in the treatment room and most of my clients are on is this Osmosis line. And it's the first line I've ever worked with where everybody loves it. I don't get complaints, I don't get returns, although this company is 100% guaranteed, they back everything. But so for me, that means a lot. But what I want to show you is the shelter. Let's see if I can shelter. It's backwards on there, sorry. But so this is how it comes. This is the retail bottle. It comes in two sizes. And what this is, I'm going to get my I'm going to get my back bar one down. Sorry, I'm sitting at my counter in my workroom. So this is my back bar bottle. I'm going to show you sort of the consistency. This utilizes zinc, which many of you have heard. This is a physical sunscreen. I talked about it. I've talked about it before. I'm going to spread around. When you first put on zinc, it's kind of white. But I will tell you, this one is micronized so fine. I have a lot of African American clients who are able to use this no problem. Trying to block that light. See all my age spots on my hand? Anyway, so what I like about this moisturizer sunscreen is that it's got an SPF of 29. Now let's recall something. SPF refers to the UVB rays, the burning rays. There is still no labeling system for UVA rays. They were supposed to have come out with one already. I don't know what the problem is. So it's still not, there's still no way of classifying that. But anyway, what I want you to know is that the best UVA protection is a physical protection as opposed to chemical. So you really want to look for a physical sunscreen when it comes to UVA rays, and you can find that in titanium dioxide and zinc oxide. I believe some people have some issue with titanium dioxide. There may be people who, I don't know if it bothers their skin, but this company, that's why osmosis, they choose to use zinc. And when they micronize it really fine, then it doesn't give you the white face. So anyway, this is what I love. I think just about every client I have is on it. I've got a few other sunscreen brands that I sell from my other lines for specific other issues, but really this is the one that I recommend for most people because it's a very lightweight moisturizer. It doesn't break the skin out. A lot of chemical moisturizers can break your skin out. They clog pores and they kind of have that greasy feeling. This one, when it's on, it's just, your skin just feels moisturized. That's all, a light moisturizer. Breakout prone skin can wear this. So that's what I recommend. But more than anything, I just want to really impress to you how important it is that you wear sunscreen every single day. That's the one thing. I grew up in California. I sunburned weekly at the least, and I mean bad sunburns. And I have a lot of hyperpigmentation because of that, particularly my chest. And I have really been able to undo a lot of it by good skincare utilizing both retinaldehyde, that's the osmosis product that I've spoken about before called Renew, that helps to sort of undo some of the damage. I also use something called Replenish, which it's an antioxidant which helps the skin to fight free radicals, as well as it kind of has a natural ability to fight sun damage. And then the other thing is I always use sunscreen. So you know, if you have some sun damage from not taking care in the past, just know that it's never too late. You know, start now and just make a pact with yourself that you're going to use sunscreen every single day. I know it's more exciting to go buy the latest anti-aging ingredient when you're thinking about getting rid of your aging stuff, but the number one thing you need to buy first is a good sunscreen. And like I said, preferably one that's physical as opposed to chemical. The physical gives the best protection against the UVA rays without having any of the sort of side effects. I hope that helps. I know I've kind of jumped around, but it'll give you a start. If you have questions, just write them below, and check out my website, skincarebykathi.com. You can see pictures of some of these things, and there's an information page if you have acne questions. Please go there and see if there's anything useful for you. So, but that's it. Thank you. Have a great day.